Hello guys, welcome back to another review. Today we're looking at an old jewelry radio. Now this is one of those cool finds I got before. This is actually the first antique I ever picked up in any antique store back in Seattle. And this is one of the machines that started my collection. And I was just so fascinated about this little radio. It looks really interesting when you first have a glance at it. And then you realize there's something odd about this. Well, as you can see here, there's a record player inside. Now, however, it does not actually play record. It's a nice little touch. I think it's just for design, for a design look of it, go for a retro look. It doesn't really do anything to the radio. Um, it just make it look really cool, and I really enjoy this one. Now, this is not just one single radio. This is a jewelry box radio. So that means there are compartments. This is not speakers, there are doors. And you get three drawers. Notice how I say it's three drawers. The fourth one is actually for your battery. It takes a 9-volt battery to charge this whole thing. And your speaker is going to be on the bottom. This is made in Japan. And you can see right here, it shows you the name. It's a transistor radio jewelry box. Tells you the battery type, made in Japan. Show you the model and serial number. And that's that. I should plug this in right now and give you guys a quick look, see what it does. Just need one 9-volt battery. It sits right here. Oh, that fell. Sits right here. Plug that in. Push it back. Push this back. And then let's turn it on. So this is an on and off switch. This one is just on and off. And this also manages the volume. So the more you twist, I'm gonna turn this on right now, okay? Alright. So it's getting louder if I do that. Now, we're gonna find a channel. Let's see, turn it. Copyright. Move that. That's gonna copyright. That's gonna strike my video down.
Took it to me, investigator.
Oh, okay. Copyright. Alright. Alright, from that little stunt, I'm sure I just got myself sued 20 times. But yeah, this is a very interesting piece, and I really enjoy having it. Like I said, this started my entire retro collection just because how unique this piece was. I used to, take little figures of mine and I can make it look like that they're listening to radio and, doing DJ stuff with this. Now, I don't know if this moves, because it looks like it should able to move from the... It looks like it's so intricate enough and should able to move. There's a piece of rubber there. I don't know if mine's broken or maybe it came like this because I only own one of them. And but this goes for around the market in the condition of mine. This one goes for around $65, closer to 70, since I got a missing tape here. And there's some, you hear this? The rattles. The rattle is never good. That means there's some piece loose inside of it, but it still works. And if that works, I'm not gonna question it. I've never opened this before. I just kind of left it alone. I'm sure if you get a good one, it will worth around $150. And then I guess, no, sorry for shaking the camera. I guess if you, let me get this thing on here. Excuse me, guys. Get my cat out of the way. Oh, there. Sorry about that. That's for that's a little stunt for me to stretch my video to longer so I can't get monetized. And yeah, so the speaker, there are two speakers. There's one here and there's one here. There's mainly here. And a little fun fact about old radio broadcasters. Back then, you need to have a really high-pitched voice to even be in the business. Because back then, when you record or when you announce anything on the radio, your voice have really deep. It gets really deep and it gets really distorted, and people won't understand. It's like they won't understand. It's like going to a subway. When they try to announce the next stop, you can't understand it. Now back then, people that have a high pitched voice, like a really clear, crystal voice, to even do broadcasts like welcome back guys, today we're reviewing the old Janka radio. If you join us next episode for something else, and we buy right now, you get 50% off, one of those things. So people that actually have a really high pitched voice, or like pinch their voice to not sound so deep. But that's another fun fact about what people did back then when the radio just started. But nowadays, people use this almost on their car, and they don't really listen to radio anymore, except for road trips and if you're bored. But this is just a nice little history piece that you get to keep, you know, just to look back, see how things was back in the day, enjoy, all the cool things you can do with it. And yeah, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. You have a good one.